Pokemon Ultimate Adventures by Mikazuki. Location: Battlegrounds. What was that? Ash groaned. So, did you enjoy my attack? Ash looked up and saw Aquamarine standing over him. Aquamarine laughed. And would you believe that wasn't my strongest attack? Ash growled. That's it! I am through with this! He pulled out his Pokeballs. You may not be able to use Pokemon, but I can. I got so caught up in this whole fighting thing that I forgot what I really am. A Pokemon trainer! Everybody, go! Ash threw all his Pokeballs, and out came his full team. Pikachu, Cyndaquil, Bayleaf, Totodile, Noctowl, and Snorlax. This guy's strong in the arms, but weak in the head! Noctowl, use Hypnosis! Before Aquamarine could react, Noctowl cooed and used the attack. Aquamarine started to feel dizzy. Snorlax! Mega Punch! Snorlax charged forwards and slammed Aquamarine with his fists, sending him flying and hitting the ground. Alright! Hydro Thunder! Ash yelled. Totodile fired a jet of water, and Pikachu electrified it. No! Aquamarine straightened up and blocked the attack with his trident. The trident absorbed every bit of the electricity, and the water alone couldn't hurt him. Ash could see the electric bolts sparking between the spearheads. As long as he's got that electrical trident, he's dangerous! Use Flamethrower on it, Cyndaquil! Cyndaquil fired hot flames at Aquamarine's weapon. Hey! What do you think you're— Ow! Aquamarine dropped the red-hot trident. He's disarmed! Alright, Bayleaf, Vine Whip! Bayleaf smacked Aquamarine with its vines. Yeah! Aquamarine kicked the trident and sent it back to the water while he raised both his arms to defend himself from the vines. Well, looks like I'm winning! Ash laughed. Don't think you've won yet! Aquamarine dove and snatched his trident, which had now cooled off. He threw 2 Pokeballs. Die, Ketchum! Kraken! Ogopogo! I choose you! Tentacle! Kraken bellowed. The armored Gyarados, Ogopogo roared. Alright, guys! Attack! Ash laughed. You made the wrong choice! Pester Balls! Ogopogo blasted the Pester Balls out of Ash's hand. Yow! Ash exclaimed when they went flying. Why you? He reached for the Quicksilver, trying to grab more Pester Balls. You should focus more on the battle! Aquamarine jumped forwards and kicked the Quicksilver out of Ash's hands. You're way out of your league! He slammed Ash to the ground and turned around. Kraken! Poison Sting! Kraken lunged and attempted to poison Ash with his stingers, but Snorlax jumped up and tackled him. Kraken growled and attacked with the sharp spearheads on his tentacles. They did about as much damage as a bee sting to Snorlax, and only made him madder. Ogopogo dove and was ready to bite Snorlax with Crunch. Snore! Snorlax gripped all the tentacles to one place and spun quickly, swinging Kraken through the air. He let go, and Kraken went flying through the air, crashing into Ogopogo. The Gyarados was relatively fine because of its armor, but the giant Tentacruel wasn't armored, and went down, defeated. No! Kraken! Aquamarine exclaimed. Tentacruel's down! Now Dogpile on Gyarados! Hydro Thunder! The electrified water hit Ogopogo, but it didn't do any damage. No-go! Water doesn't hurt water Pokemon, and the armor protects it from elements, Ash said to himself. But, he grinned, the armor may be able to withstand it, but is the Pokemon? Snore! Snorlax opened his mouth and concentrated his energy into a single beam. A Hyper Beam. The beam slammed Ogopogo and smashed right through the armor. The blow to its head was too strong. Ogopogo collapsed. No! Ogopogo! Ha-ha! I guess neither the armor or the Pokemon could take it! That does it! Aquamarine pulled out a Pokeball. Time to use my prize fighter! Leviathan! I choose you! Feraligator! Leviathan growled. A feraligator? So this is your prize fighter! Ash smiled and pulled out some pester balls. He looks really strong, and I'd love to battle him. Ash looked at the armored Pokemon. This one was given golden armor around the torso and the legs. It had blades running down the back of its head to the end of the golden armored tail. It was also given golden gauntlets with war talons on the ends of the fingers, spikes on the knuckles, and a large blade on each arm. There was also protection for the head, shielding the top of the head, the sides of the face, and the jaw. You sure invest in a lot of weapons for your Pokemon. How much did it cost for the gold armor? Nothing! I made the armor myself. It was getting the gold to make it, and mixing it with another substance to make an elementally and high-impact resistant alloy that was the tough part. Let's see how strong he is! Everybody, attack! Ash commanded his Pokemon. Leviathan, use Hydro Pump! Aquamarine yelled. Feraligator opened his mouth and fired a powerful jet of water at Ash and his Pokemon. Wah! Noctowl was hit. So was Snorlax, but the water didn't even make him budge. Leviathan was my loyal partner and friend since the beginning, and he will not let himself be defeated by anyone! Leviathan, slash! Girder! Leviathan ran forwards and slashed Snorlax with his claws. Snorlax roared and grabbed Leviathan by the neck. With his size and large amount of HP, the gash Leviathan left on him was a small wound and wasn't too serious. But with the war talons put on Feraligator's fingers, it made the slash the same strength as a level 100 Pokemon, and it hurt, and really made him mad. Snorlax pounded the side of Leviathan's face, again. This was doing damage. Snorlax! Snorlax punched again, but Leviathan growled and caught the punch in his hand. Tor! Leviathan roared and slashed Snorlax across the face. Snorlax let go of Leviathan's neck and covered his face with his hands. Leviathan was still good. The faceplate protected his head and jaws from elements and impacts. Pikachu and Totodile used Hydro Thunder again. The electrified water hit the armored back. The armor might have made him immune to the electricity, but the impact and force of the water made him stumble forwards, which gave the others the opening they needed. Bayleaf jumped forward and whipped Leviathan with vines. Noctowl fired a side beam and struck the face, weakening it even more. Pikachu launched himself through the air and crashed headfirst into the side of Leviathan's face. Leviathan tripped and fell as Pikachu dropped to the ground. Pika! Pikachu groaned, lying on the ground. He should have attacked with his tail against a heavily armored head. Feraligator! Leviathan spun around and slammed all of Ash's Pokemon with his tail, sending them flying in different directions. He then charged forwards and tackled Snorlax. Thankfully for him, there were no spikes or blades on the shoulders and head. That's some nice fighting, Leviathan! Aquamarine laughed, but then looked at Ash. Hey, what are you smiling at? Ha! Look what I got right here! Ash held up the Quicksilver. Reaching in, he grabbed a handful of pester balls. Go! He threw them at Leviathan, hitting him and releasing the foul gas. Feraligators have a high temper, and this'll set it off! You're an even bigger idiot than I thought! Aquamarine yelled. Those things don't make the Pokemon turn on their owners! Do you even know the definition of the word berserk? Tor! Leviathan roared and attacked. It didn't matter who it hit. It just attacked anything left and right. Bayleaf and Noctowl collapsed. Ha 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 ha! Aquamarine laughed. Go ahead and laugh it up! Ash pointed at Aquamarine. Bayleaf! Noctowl! Return! Ash called them back to their Pokeballs and switched them for two others via white button on the Pokédex. Now I need Muscle! If I had Primeape, I'd use him. But here's a powerhouse and a veteran! Tauros! Kingler! I choose you! Tauros stomped the ground and lowered his head, getting ready to charge at Leviathan. Okay! Kingler clapped his pincers.